4 explosions, 1 frame. In Kurilovka, a precise Russian strike targeted the positions of Ukraine's 43rd Separate Motorized Rifle Brigade. Using 4 Fab 500 aerial bombs, Russian aviation obliterated fortified positions and military assets. The coordinated impact destroyed enemy infrastructure, vehicles, and the Ukrainian position, leaving nothing but smoke and shattered ground where the brigade once stood. Another pinpoint destruction from Russia, the 2 S-19 Msta-S self-propelled artillery units of the Vostok Group unleashed Krasnopol high-precision rounds on armed forces of Ukraine's strongholds near Velikomikhailovka and Ivanovka, Dnipropetrovsk region, obliterating the targets with surgical accuracy. Landed perfectly. 2 Geran 2 drones carried out a flawless strike on an armed forces of Ukraine facility somewhere in the Donbas, both hitting their targets with pinpoint precision and leaving nothing but flames behind. The Russian Ministry of Defense has released high-quality footage of an objective monitoring operation showing a precise geran drone strike on a fuel and lubricant facility in Chernihiv. The scene captures the sheer destructive power of the strike. One shot, 1 explosion. Artillerymen of the Center Group unleashed a Krasnopol precision-guided shell on a Ukrainian UAV command post, obliterating it in a single, thunderous strike. Footage captures the powerful moment as the tank emerges boldly from cover, delivering its deadly shot with unwavering precision before disappearing back into position like a phantom of steel. The blast sent debris soaring into the air, marking another precise hit on the enemy's nerve center. Vanish in 1 second. In Dranovka, artillerymen of the 7th Brigade struck a Ukrainian militant's field warehouse. 1 hit, 1 explosion, and the entire depot disappeared in a fiery blast. The explosion was massive, leaving the building shredded and the surrounding area engulfed in thick black smoke. Somewhere in the forest in Zaporozhye, a rare British-made Husky armored vehicle was captured as a war trophy by Russian soldiers. It contained Western small arms, ammunition, and communications equipment. The vehicle hit a mine near the village of Novoivanovka in Zaporozhye province. Even its reinforced body and sophisticated electronics could not protect it from destruction. The armored vehicle was towed several kilometers behind the front line. A Grad MLRS crew from the Dnipro Group provided fire support for Russian assault units near Malaya Tokmachka in the Zaporizhzhia region. Guided by aerial reconnaissance, the strike destroyed up to 10 militants, an electronic warfare station, several machine gun positions, and a vehicle. A drone drifts silently through the sky, gliding over the battlefield as it scouts the terrain below. Then, with calculated precision, its course changes. In the Krasnolymansk direction, operators of fiber-optic FPV drones lock onto their target, a concealed bunker, where a 112mm 2S1 Gvozdika self-propelled gun of the Ukrainian armed forces lies hidden. Slowly but relentlessly, the drone closes in, turning quiet reconnaissance into a deadly mission. No escape from above. The hunt continues in Kharkiv. Attack FPV drones struck with deadly accuracy, targeting and destroying Ukrainian military equipment across the region. Each hit was swift and precise, leaving behind only wreckage where armored vehicles once stood. Brave and relentless, the Tavrishsky forces continue their advance through the Dnipropetrovsk region, storming toward Pokrovsk with unyielding momentum. Day and night, the soldiers of the Center Group strike hard, dismantling enemy infantry and armor. Overhead, drone operators rain down precise, calculated blows to support the assault. Footage captures the chaos. Ukrainian positions, NATO-supplied equipment, and fortifications all reduced to wreckage under the fury of Russian firepower. As dawn struggled to break and the battlefield lay shrouded in the pale light of early morning, Russian soldiers moved with purpose, preparing for their next strike. Moments later, the silence was shattered by the thunderous launch of the TOS-2 multiple launch rocket system. In a fiery display of power, the rockets rained down on a fortified Ukrainian stronghold in the Krasnopol direction, obliterating defensive positions in a matter of seconds. Direct hit from the center group. In the Krasnoarmysky direction, the crew of a Nona SVK self-propelled mortar destroyed a Ukrainian drone control center. The soldiers later shared their thoughts on the weapon, praising its accuracy, power, and reliability that never fails them in combat. Eyes in the sky. One strike, one inferno. Footage captures the moment the Russian aerospace forces thwart yet another Ukrainian drone assault. A direct hit slams into the target, and within seconds, a massive explosion tears through the building, engulfing it in fire and debris. With their faces hidden behind masks, servicemen known by the call signs Alan and Kyrgyz spoke about the intricate art of artillery warfare. Their words came to life on the battlefield, where a 152mm 2 A-36 Gyatsin B self-propelled gun roared into action. In a precise and devastating strike, the artillery unit of the 25th Combined Arms Army, part of the Zapad group of forces, obliterated a temporary deployment site of the armed forces of Ukraine in the Krasny Lyman direction, a powerful demonstration of firepower and coordination at work. The video shows a compilation of Russian FPV drone strikes against various Ukrainian targets. The first strike hits a BVS-10, followed by attacks on a pickup truck, armored vehicles, infantry, an M113, an AS-90, other FPV drones, and several communication antennas. Among all the targets, the Baba Yaga drone appears most often and is repeatedly shot down by Russian forces. In the Sumy sector, Russian drones unleashed a series of precise and devastating strikes, targeting Ukrainian armed forces shelters and equipment. Operators tracked down camouflaged armored vehicles and struck them with pinpoint accuracy, leaving no chance for escape. The assault didn't stop there. A field ammunition depot, several vehicles, a ground robotic system, a fortified stronghold, and temporary enemy deployment points were all obliterated, turning the battlefield into a scene of wreckage and fire. The drone hunts relentlessly. In the Sumy region, Black Sea Marines push forward, breaking through enemy defenses with decisive force. Fighters of the 382nd Guards, Sever Battalion eliminate Ukrainian positions and heavy drone units as they advance. The Russian forces continue expanding the buffer zone established after the liberation of the Kursk region, a steady, unstoppable advance marked by precision and dominance. Hidden beneath the trees, an FPV drone zeroes in and strikes with surgical precision. A Ukrainian TOS-2 self-propelled artillery is hit head-on and erupts in flames. Within moments, the once formidable gun is nothing but a blazing wreck on the battlefield. That's all for today's update. Thanks for watching, and don't miss our upcoming videos.